Hello everyone. For my first review of the day, I'm going to be talking about Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City film that was made in 2021. But before I go into that review, first I want to say thank you to everybody from day one from up to now for your love and support. Without all of you, ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't be here. So thank you. And due to YouTube's crazy algorithm update, I simply ask to, of course, after seeing my work, is to press the sub button down below with the notification bell, comment down below, like, share, all the good stuff. And pass it down to your friends and family if they like this type of stuff. And more importantly, per requests or opinions down below as well. Thank you for telling me about those, and I'll work on those right away. And my channel is at History Above 2.0. You can't miss it. And I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and gaming reviews. So if those are your thing and want to check them out, please do so. With all that said and out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the show tonight. So to describe this film, I would probably say it wasn't bad, but it needed to be improved on in a lot of areas. First and foremost, the characters. Those who played the games and seen the games at this point, that some of these actors did not even look like the real game characters at all, for one. And two, like for the plot, for the story, could have been improved on 10 times better, but still, I respect it because they gave references to the games, events in the games, and I give them credit for that. But I don't know, these directors, these writers, and all that, they don't know what they're doing, and showing shade and disrespect to the franchise as a whole, and it's shameful in my opinion. For the characters, that just didn't work for me. I was like so annoyed by that. And for the story, it was good for how it was, but it had to be improved on a lot more than what was shown. Obviously, the film was a flop because the second film wasn't even made the past couple of years. And I was somewhat disappointed. But not overall, because I do appreciate the references from the old games, and the background story to Claire and to Claire and her brother's background as well. Since they were orphans, but they went into a little bit more in this one, which I appreciate. I barely knew the story. But since her parents were killed and all, Umbrella Orphanage took them in. But we didn't know why they were going to take Claire until later on. And they were just scumbags on all front with that, to be honest. They just were. And what they did to Leon's character in this film, they made him look like a dummy by that point. Didn't know what he was doing. I mean, people were talking smack about him the whole time. And for Joe Valentine, her character as well. In the games, they were white. We all know this. But in this film, they put, I don't know how to say this correctly, black Latinos, which make no damn sense. And for a character aspect, they shouldn't have done that. They should have left it to they should have found original people close to them, to their game part for the games, but they didn't do that. So let's be down a couple points because of the characters, some of the story, and and what they did with those things. So if you're a fan of the Resident Evil games and want to see this, I just say keep an open mind. But those changes I mentioned, if you're a real fan and don't see that crap, you're probably not gonna like the film. But if you do like the film, I'm glad for you. For me, it wasn't a bad film for the most part, but it felt unnecessary on all fronts. Things had to be improved on. Show those characters respect, and they didn't do that. So, a final result, this film shouldn't have been made in the first place. And the thing I appreciate about this film, and again, the references. I share one because I want to feel generous. Of course, if you play the games, then you'll see pretty much this truck driver with Claire Redfield in that truck when hitting that female zombie. Where do you see that at? Resident Evil 2 game, the remake. So that tells you that they cared about the references, but not the story itself and not the characters itself. So, just if you care about the references, I would say go for it. But just be mindful of the changes that they made in this film. That's all I really gotta say about it. And to close it off, again, if you're a fan of this franchise and want to see this film, I'm gonna say keep an open mind. Keep in mind of the changes, and if you love references to the games, they have plenty of it in this film, which I really appreciate. I'm sure all of you will as well. With all that said and done, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to everybody from the very beginning. Without all of you, I wouldn't be here. And if you're new to this channel and want to see what I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and gaming reviews. So if you like those things, or your friends or family does, send them my way also. And my channel is at History Buff 2.0, and you can't miss it. And most importantly, comment down below, like, share, all the good stuff. With all that said, thank you all again for the love and support. May God bless you all, and stay safe.